in a Susrut Raizade official channel. In this lecture, we will learn the Benson boiler, high pressure boiler, that is Benson boiler. Let us see first the construction of the Benson boiler. In Benson boiler, there is a air preheater, second one economizer, convective evaporator, radiant evaporator, and superheater. Now, in each boiler, each boiler means Lamont boiler, Benson boiler. These boilers uses a economizer. What is the function of economizer? To preheat the water. The function of the economizer is to preheat the boiler. But the question arises is why there is a economizer in the boiler, as we can preheat the water directly into the radiant evaporator or convective evaporator. So why the economizer is used in the boiler? Because the reason is that we can preheat the water in these evaporative tubes directly, but the flue gases which are coming from the combustion chamber over the radiant evaporator, convective evaporator, and then it directly goes to the chimney. So instead of that, we uses the wastage heat, the heat which is going to waste. So that heat from the flue gases is used in the economizer. That is, from waste of heat we preheat the water so that the efficiency of the boiler increases. Therefore, we uses a economizer. Now, this is the function of economizer. Then, convective evaporator and radiant evaporator. In radiant evaporator, it receives the radiation from the combustion chamber because it as nearly as possible to the combustion chamber. Therefore, the radiation is occur. Therefore, this is called as a radiant evaporator. Then the water is passed to the convective evaporator. What is the function of convective evaporator? Here the mode of heat transfer is a convection. Therefore, the heat is transferred from tubes to the water, and then water is converted into the steam. This is the function of convective evaporator. And superheater, what does the superheater? It superheats the steam, therefore above the pressure which is at a convective evaporator. So it increases the pressure of the steam and it then passes to the turbine. This is the construction of boiler. Now next we will see the working of the Benson boiler. Now in a Lamont boiler, the bubble formation is the disadvantage. The bubble formation is dangerous to the boiler. Therefore, in 1992, Benson argued if the boiler pressure was raised to the critical pressure, if the boiler pressure is raised to the critical pressure, that is 225 bar, the steam and water will have a same density. Steam and water will have a same density, and therefore the danger of the bubble formation can be easily eliminated. Therefore, the Benson boiler is used that trick that he raised the pressure of the boiler up to the critical pressure, that is 225 bar, and the bubble formation is eliminated. Now the arrangement is like this of the Benson boiler. The water is firstly coming from the hot well or well. That feed water is passed to the economizer with the help of a feed pump. Then the water gets preheated in the economizer with the help of a flue gases which are coming from the combustion chamber and passes towards the chimney. Therefore, it receives the heat from the flue gases, waste of heat which is coming from the combustion chamber is received by the economizer, and water gets preheated. That preheated water is then passed to the radiant evaporator. In radiant evaporator, which is very near to the combustion chamber, therefore it receives the radiations from the combustion chamber and converts the water into the steam. Okay, converts into the steam. Then that water and steam, radiant evaporator not completely convert the water into the steam, therefore some water is present in that steam, therefore water plus steam is then transferred to the convective evaporator. In convective evaporator, it again receives the heat from the flue gases and converts the water into the steam. Now here in convective evaporator, total water is converted into the steam. No droplet is present in the convective evaporator, and then that steam without droplet of water is transferred to the superheater. Now in superheater, it superheat the steam, therefore it increases the pressure of the steam, and then that pressurized steam is then passed towards the turbine. Then in turbine it creates a mechanical energy, and which is connected to the generator, and that generator by using mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy. In this Benson boiler, as we discussed, the boiler pressure or the saturated high pressure of the steam is a 225 bar, and 225 bar up to the convective evaporator, and then it is increased with the help of a superheater. That 225 bar pressure steam is passed to the superheater, and then superheater steam is passed to the turbine. Okay, this is the working of the Benson boiler. Now next we will see the advantages of the Benson boiler. Advantages of Benson boiler. First advantage of Benson boiler is generation of a steam carried out in a evaporative tubes are at a pressure higher than a critical pressure. Generation of steam carried out in a evaporative tubes are at a pressure higher than critical pressure. Therefore, it does not require a evaporative drum. No evaporating drum is required. Okay. Second advantage is that start in a short time. Benson boiler requires hardly 10 to 15 minutes to start the process. Next, third advantage is the weight of the Benson boiler is less, and next one is a superheater. Superheater is the integral part of the boiler, therefore it does not require a starting arrangement in this boiler. Next one is a fifth advantage is cost of boiler reduces, as no evaporating drum is required in this boiler. As in case of Lamont boiler, the evaporative drum is required, but in this Benson boiler the cost of the boiler reduces because here no evaporative drum is not used. Now next, sixth advantage is bubble formation is eliminated in the Benson boiler, as the Benson increases the pressure up to the critical pressure, that is 225 bar. Now what are the disadvantages of the Benson boiler? The first disadvantage is evaporation process leaves the small deposits on the evaporative tubes, therefore the heat transfer rate gets reduces. So second disadvantage becomes the frequent cleaning is required for that due to the small deposits present in the evaporative tubes. Next disadvantage is tubes gets overheated in case the water flow gets insufficient. Okay, tubes gets overheated in case the water flow gets insufficient. These are the advantages and disadvantages of the Benson boiler. Thank you.